Hello everyone. Self improvement is infected. Infected by the weak. I do not mean to say that those who are beginners in self improvement are infecting the movement. No, they're quite welcome. But in my humble opinion, there have been influencers and probably just a lot of us who are weak in our mind and we wanted to cope. And yeah, that's why it feels like it is infected. I mean, have you seen the advice we get? Do not train to your 100%. I disagree with that. Train to your 110%. That's what they did in the past. They trained on empty stomachs. They trained and trained and trained until they got it right. And then they gave themselves a treat as food. That's what they did. Earlier there was this movement train till 70% of capabilities, don't go to failure. And then recently there was a study that indicated that, hey, maybe training till failure is good. It's just the fact is that anything that lets you cope, any study that says, oh, maybe it is better to go less harder, you snatch it and you just use it, overuse it, and use it forever until it is proven wrong. Don't run away from things. You don't run away. If people had time to run away, then that would be great, but you only will live what, like 100 years? Yeah, maybe if you're lucky 120. Those are the greater estimates. Don't run away, man. You don't have time to even waste 1 or 2 years, not to mention you're in probably the most productive years of your life. If you waste them now, then what are you going to say to your future self? Hey, I wasted the past 2 years. I made progress equaling to 6 months in 24 months. So I wasted a lot of time, but hey, I'm improving. That's great. That's great. Improve. That's great. No, I'm not against going. I'm not against going slow to get up there, but somewhere the line needs to be made. The line has to be drawn. The fact is that people are taking this philosophy of going easy in the beginning, and they are just stretching this beginning for too long. I've experienced that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Maybe you won't believe me, but hey, you better not waste your time. I've done that. I'm a singer, and I had some competitions last year. If I worked hard enough, I probably could have won in them. But I worked in a mediocre manner, practicing maybe every other day, and then only practicing, going hard at it in the last few, 10 or 20 days before the competitions. That's absurd, bro. I had months to work on my skill, but I still did not, and I did not win. Like, I, you can say that I have made progress in my last 2 years. I'm fitter. I've got a bit more muscle on me, I guess. Better person overall, better social skills overall. But what was it worth, man? I feel dissatisfied with what I have done with life. I could have done so much more. And that's why I'm saying it's infected. Self improvement just seems infected because they tell you to they tell you to work hard but slowly get up there. Like, I get it. God put the foundation, but the foundation doesn't take too long, man. Maybe 3 months, 6 months at max. You can build a fantastic base, is what I feel personally. But taking 2 years to build what now feels like is a base for me. Like, I know I've progressed a lot, but still I could have been. much ahead. So I'm not saying that be ashamed of yourself if you haven't made progress in the past few years. Just be aware that maybe now, now, now you don't realize it, but you are at a point where you can go hard. And that's where I have another point to raise. Man, you as a human are so strong. You are strong, your will is strong, your determination is strong, man. That's way underestimated. Because people are addicted to mobiles and internet in general, they forget how strong their will is, man. In the past, we had great fighters fighting till their last breath, training so hard for months and years, and they didn't resort to cheap entertainment. They were training hard for years. We had sages who sat and, who lived in the forests and just prayed for what, 14, 15, 20 hours a day, maybe even 24 hours a day. They just ate, they slept, they bathed and prayed. That's what they did. They lived on donations from others. They had that fierce masculine determination in them. Why cannot we generate that? I get it, that's difficult, but if you are here to improve yourself, you aren't scared. You don't doubt that you can do it. You don't doubt anything. You're here to do it, man. Just throw away the mentality that the beginnings need to be slow. Of course, it's fine if in the past you've made a mistake, but man, in the future, you can do so much more. Don't take it slow, man. Don't take it slow. Rush at it. Rush at it. And if you see something that scares you, something that takes control over your mind, don't avoid it. Take that thing in front of you. Maybe it's probably YouTube for some, Instagram for some, porn for some, food for some. Take it in front of you and say, yeah, what can you do? You are powerless. You can't do anything. I'm the one in control. Yeah, what are you going to do? Just open whatever site you're addicted to and keep it in front of your face. Keep your mobile in front of you. Just ask, what are you going to do? Do you have control over it? You don't have any control over it. You can't do anything. Just stare at it blankly. What the hell will it be able to do? It won't do anything. It doesn't have any hands. It takes control over your hands, and you use your hands to use that side. Bro, you have your own hands. Use them for yourself. If you give your hands to that side, then what is the difference between you and between a slave from medieval times who got his hands cut and roamed handless, doing nothing basically? He just died off. Like, it's sad, but you can become a slave, or you can not become a slave. You can become that side slave, or you can remain your own master. What are you going to do? I, I babbled on long enough. If you get the point, you get the point. If you don't, I don't think you don't, because you lasted till this part of the video. You definitely do. I believe in you. Take action. Get power. Goodbye.